Today we're going to be playing against CHR. I've played against CHR 20 times, 25 times, 30 times, I don't know how many times, but it's always a close matchup, and I don't score a lot, but whenever I play him, our matches are 7-6, 6-5, 5-5, 6-6. So it's always interesting playing against him. And we're going to pick our squad first, and I'm actually going to use my Italian squad. The reason for this, I get a lot of messages kind of asking who the best players are. And again, I'm just going to use a non-rare Tonali, and he's going to be phenomenal in this game. He's going to play great defense. And I'm going to use Caligiuri, and again, he's just going to play great defense. And GG is a good card, but still, just a regular gold card. And I know I have some TOTS players in here, but again, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say, oh my god, they need to nerf Giovinco. He is so unfair. He beats me every game I play against him. Never heard that before. I've never heard anyone say, oh, Pellegrini is just unfair. This guy, he's insane. Break his card, you know? He's Ben Yedda. I've never heard any of that. So, I'm not, using any meta cards per se. I do have good cards. That I won't deny. But you don't need to have the meta cards. You just need to know where to pass the ball, how to defend, how to keep possession, and how, most importantly, to find your opponent's weakness in his formation. So let's go ahead and send him an invite. What is he? Is he not online? Let me send him a message. Asking if he's online. But again, a lot of people, they ask me, who's the best player? Who can I buy? Who's an OP player? The most OP player is the person holding the controller and just identifying where to pass the ball. Where not to pass the ball. So he just messaged me. He's outside. He's clearing his head. So CHR and I, we always have these crazy matchups against each other, and regardless of whatever his division is currently, he's a great player. So we're gonna wait for him to pop on. And while we're waiting at that, we're just gonna take a look at this. Oh, the matchup against MP, 1-0-1. So that's pretty cool, except for the fact that he's beating me by 5 goals because the match before, the one we played, he beat me 7-0, completely annihilated me. So that was embarrassing. But we're gonna wait for him to pop on. And again, a lot of people ask me, what formation should I play? I play 2 formations. I play 2 completely opposite formations. I play a 4-4-2 and a 4-2-3-1. So the 4-4-2 is a wide formation, not many players in the middle of the pitch, and you get 2 strikers. And the 4-2-3-1 is a very narrow formation. You have 5 central players in the middle of the pitch, and then you have 1 single striker. So I feel like it's best if you have 2 squads that are completely different than each other, so that you kind of memorize different ways to play the game. That you'll see different things too as you play. Like after playing 4-4-2 for 25 matches in a row and then switching to 4-2-3-1, I started to notice special things I could do in 4-2-3-1, like better tic-tac-toe play in the middle of the pitch to advance the ball. And then after playing 10 games in a row, 4-2-3-1, I then realized different tactics I could do in 4-4-2, such as lobbing the ball all the way across the pitch and making longer passes. So each formation has its pros and its cons. In my opinion, I still think the 4-4-2 is the most versatile formation in the game. If I were to play 100 matches, I think 4-4-2 would be the best formation. If you were to play 100 total matches, you have a large sample size. Let's see if he is hopped on now. and he's still not on yet, so that's okay. We're waiting. Let's see if there's any League One tots on the market. In the meantime, so League One was released today. Their team of the season so far. So we have a Dembele on there already. We have an Andre on there, very cheap. His max, I believe, is either 95,000 or 99,000. We have a Verratti on there. I am going to go for Verratti as I have a full Italian team, but I'm not paying 250,000 coins. So I will add these to my transfer targets, but I'm going to pay max 150,000 coins for him at the most. Okay, so he said he's now online, so we should be able to play our matchup. Nope, still not online yet. I'm gonna exit Ultimate Team and see if I could enter back into it again. Also, another good way to play the game, play head-to-head divisions, which you just saw on the previous screen. I'm Division 2 in that. Not because I got relegated, but just I haven't advanced to Division 1 yet. But it's good to take your time if you're like selling a lot of players on your squad. And yeah, it's a good way to, while you're selling an entire squad and you're waiting for sales to go through, you can play head-to-head, and finding a match on there is a lot easier. It's quicker. It says he's offline, but I'm gonna play a match with him, and hopefully he gets the invite. Okay, everyone's at full fitness. Okay, he got the invite. So for some reason, I guess that whole time he was online, it just wasn't showing him as being online. But now we have a matchup. Waiting for him to join. Oh, there he is. Okay. So yeah, we've had a lot of matches against each other. Let me wish him good luck before the match starts. And his team is very good. We're gonna see his team in 1 second, and it is, ba-bam! Look at that team. Icons, tots. The only non-special card he has is Ederson, which is still a good goalkeeper. So he's playing a 4-3-3 fourth variation, a spread out formation with wingers, and I'm playing the exact opposite, a 4-2-3-1 narrow formation. Now, if I am CHR, I am going to take advantage of the width and play the sideline. So here, he should pass it to his fullback. Okay, so this is good play by him so far. This is exactly what he should be doing. And then passing it down the sideline. I get lucky there, I steal the ball away. I'm going to settle it down, pass it all the way across the field. And see if Del Piero goes on a run. He does. But I pass it too hard. Right there is a dangerous pass by him. If you steal the ball, don't pass the ball forward again. Just steal the ball, calm down with it, and pass it around your back line before going up the pitch, like what I'm doing here. So I got the ball back. No reason to rush it up the pitch. We have time.
Here is Sambrota. Nicola Barella. Well, he saw
I
the ball
told
could
Giovinco to go on a run. He's going on a run. I'm going to cut inside.
excellent.
And he plays good defense there. He stops me from cutting inside.
Pellegrini.
I'm going to try to get this in the middle of the pitch. Get it over to my fullback.
Caligiuri.
He's going to get into Del Piero, turn it. Del Piero just can't handle the dribble.
Just a heavy touch, the opposition could take the ball.
Again, he's, instead of settling it down, he passes it directly up the field and loses it. So, CHR, when you watch the replay, just calmly pass the ball back once you take it from me. Control it. That's a bad pass by me. I didn't think Zero was going to keep going forward, but he did. And there I make a good pass. I just don't know why my player didn't do what I wanted him to do. And again, I made a mistake there. So I stole the ball away and I pushed it right up the pitch as fast as possible. And now I'm probably going to pay the price. He takes the long shot there, which he probably shouldn't have done. I try to get it to Giovinco with the through ball, and unfortunately it doesn't go through. Now I can go on a counterattack here. And again, Ciro just doesn't take the pass, which is put right at his feet. Another counterattack. He goes to ground there, never go to ground. And Caligiuri is my fullback. He takes a shot there.
That is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that.
I take this shot. That's a laser beam. And no finesse. Oh, sorry for the celebration there. I didn't mean to do that. That's insulting. But I just take a normal shot here. No one is in front of the net. And I believe it might have hit the keeper's hand, but it goes in the net anyway. He's pausing the game. I'm just going to send him a message. Sorry for that celebration. I don't like to do the special celebrations like that. It's insulting, but... And now I got Bertu messaging me. Currently playing CHR. So Bertu, I will try to get a matchup with you within the next hour. So again, CHR, if you're watching this, when you steal the ball from me, don't rush up the field. Steal the ball from me. Pass it around the back line. Settle the ball down, and then begin your attack again from fresh. Like this. I get the ball back. I don't have to go up the pitch. I can just settle it. Pass it around the back line. Because now you control the tempo of the game. You get to control who is in possession and who gets to determine what the next move is. If you don't have the ball, you can't determine anything. I want to get... There he goes to ground. He gets lucky as Zambrata dives out of the way. Otherwise it would have been a yellow. We're going to have a foul. I'm going to pass this to Barella. Get it into Pellegrini, who gets the shot on his strong foot, and his keeper makes a great save. So Pellegrini gets the ball here with the strong foot, so I wanted to go for that shot. Good save by Ederson. And I tell CHR all the time that when we have our friendlies, I'm fair, so I'm not going to go near post. So I'll go to Agbana, who can't get a head on it, but that's okay. Giovinco is there. He's right-footed, so I'm not going to be able to shoot with his left foot from this far out, and I lose the ball with him. I try to get too fancy.
Now Marcus Rashford. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting.
And Marcus Rashford, as he is OP, Gets the ball back after losing possession. My only negative about Gigi Donnarumma is his throwing. It's terrible. He doesn't throw the ball far, and then when he does try to throw it far, it just misses completely. I tried to do a little tic-tac-toe there, and unsuccessful with the last final pass. Again, he's got to play the sidelines. So when you watch this replay against CHR, don't go up my middle, because it's not going to work. I have such a narrow formation. Bad pass there by Ming. I don't want him to cut inside, so I was kind of trying to play the sideline. And he does get the cut inside, but takes the poor shot. We're going to see who's open. Tonali is open. So see if the ball can land on his head. It does, headed to Giovinco. Bad header. But I was able to press him enough to make a bad mistake. All the way across the pitch to Zambrata. He goes to ground there. So now, since he went to ground, I have the ability to just bring the ball up the pitch as long as I want. I don't know why Tonali was making that run. I thought it was going to be Giovinco, but it wasn't. I go for the fake shot, and he goes for the slide tackle, and he goes to ground. He wins that tackle, which is vital. If he lost that tackle, it would have been bad. We're in extra time, so I need to get the ball up the pitch. I don't have time to pass it to my back line. And his player just manhandles Giovinco, and we're going to go into halftime 1-0. So first half thoughts for him to think about. Number one, when you take the ball from Ming, don't go up the pitch again. Just take the ball, pass it around your back line, let the formation settle, and then go up the pitch. That's the first thought. And then the second thought would probably be don't go up the middle. Use the sidelines more. So we're winning on possession, 58%. My pass accuracy is 80%. I want to get my pass accuracy higher. But we have a second half underway. This might be the lowest scoring matchup we've ever had. He goes to the ground there. I tried to sneak the ball backwards and cut back so that he would slide into my player, giving me a free kick. And I was not fast enough to do so. And here he presses me hard. I shouldn't have been sprinting. I should have just passed it off instead of trying to sprint away from it. So for a lot of people out there who sprint a lot, that's what happens when you sprint a lot. You lose the ball. He gets a foul there, but I get the play on, and I try to get the through ball to Giovinco. I do. And Giovinco takes about 3 seconds longer than I wanted him to shoot that ball. I don't know what he was doing. But I had a clear goal scoring opportunity, which I made a mistake, and I did not score. I try to get that ball into Del Piero there at the hard ground pass. And again, so he takes possession, and then just his first thought is, let me go up the field as soon as possible. So now I have the ball again because of that. And even with my passing, I'm not rushing anything. If nothing is open, I wait for the opponent to get out of position or go to ground, and then I bring the ball up the field. And I don't get fouled there. He awkwardly pushes me off the ball. I thought the ref might have called something, but he doesn't. So we got to start thinking about some substitutions. He paused the game. He might be changing formation. But I do need to think about a substitution. So I'll probably make a change in the 70th minute. Again, he goes for the risky pass and just gives me possession back again. And now I can kind of just control the game. Look for my pass that's open. Immobile tries to get through the needle there, tried to thread that needle. Unfortunately, I make a mistake. I guard the passing lane there. I stop the pass, but he still gets possession back. Offsides? No, no offsides. He cuts it back. He cuts it back for the cross. And Tonali is there to head it away. And he's putting on Butragueño, which is crazy that he's even on his bench. Again, he tries to cross it. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to go up the pitch, and I'm just not going to go up the pitch because, again, I took possession. Let me play my game. There, that's a bad pass by me. And that's a bad pass by him. And that's a bad pass again by me. So I steal possession, and instead of taking advantage of stealing possession from him, I make a mistake that I told him not to do several times in this video. Again, that's me trying to throw the ball as hard as I could to Giovinco, and the ball just sloppily goes on the ground to Zambrata. Giovinco there, I told him to shoot twice, didn't shoot once. Again, a little sluggish on his shooting. Don't know why. He's actually a very responsive player. And watch how I'm playing with Tonali right there. So I almost intercepted. Well, now I do take it back. So if you watched how I was just guarding that pass lane, you can see how you can defend without having to rush the other player. He's pressing me with Dagbana, who's a very strong defender. I can't really find anyone open. Finally, someone gets open, but then he's covered. So he's playing good defense once I get into his box. He's playing very good defense. I'm going to make some substitutions here. So we got some tired players. I'm going to put in Politano for Pellegrini. I'm going to put in Balotelli for Del Piero. And I'm going to put in Darmian for Tonali. Darmian is a non-rare card as well, but he has a 5-star weak foot, and he's high defense and medium attack, I believe, or low attack, which is what I want as a CDM. I just want him to play defense, and that's it. And he just substituted in Luis Figo for Eusebio. I'm going to get it all the way across the pitch. I don't want to get pinned in my corner there. I try to do to pull the ball back there, and I'm just not successful in it. And then I dribble the ball too much there. That's my fault. He's rushing up the pitch quickly, which doesn't give his players enough time to get up there with him to assist him. So that leads to a throw-in. He's going to cut it back again and cross it as he always does. And again, settle the ball down. So I'm going to settle it down. There's no rush. Here's Zambrata with the shot. and it just goes over the top corner. Unfortunately for me, that would have been nice to get a goal from Zambrata, my fullback. I have to stop him here. This is dangerous. I go to ground, I miss, and Donnarumma saves me. He bails me out. So he gets the foot ahead of me. I try to dive. He gets away from it. So now I need to defend the near post. And I defend the corner kick, and the ref is going to blow the whistle. So we finish with a 1-0 matchup. And I'm just going to send him a message saying great game. So again, big tips for this match. What you see would occur after you take the ball from the opponent in the final third of your pitch. Don't push the ball back up the pitch again. Just steal the ball from him, pass it around your back line, let your formation get back to its true structure, and then push the ball up the field. If you take the ball from the opponent and you try to rush it back up the field again, you're not going to have anyone on the attack because everybody on your team just went and came back to play defense. So don't just push it back up the field immediately, because now instead of having 4 to 5 people playing offense, you have 2 to 3 people playing offense. So that's number 1 key. Number 2 key, if you're playing against a narrow formation, use the sidelines, don't go up the middle. But again, when you're playing 4-2-3-1, you should actually have less possession than the opponent, because normally they play wider than you, which means they can pass the ball more than you. So I got my pass accuracy to 85% from 80% at halftime, which is good. I improved my pass accuracy. He needs to improve his pass accuracy, and he needs to improve his possession. He rushes too much. So CHR, just, I tell you all the time in messages, just take your time. There's no rush in the game. The only time you really need to rush is when it's, the 75th minute and you're down by a goal and you start getting nervous. But we managed to win that matchup. And I'm curious if it'll show us our lifetime. Yeah, so we played each other a total of 18 times. So we have a lot of matches against each other. They're all very close. Usually a goal or two decides the match. So again, great match, CHR. I hope you can watch this replay, learn some lessons, and I hope other people can watch replay as well to see what to do and what not to do, on how to improve and how to advance up in the divisions. So thank you for watching this matchup.